some nights stay with you. Not because of what happened, but because of what almost did. It was somewhere past midnight on a highway in North Carolina. My dad, a truck driver, was behind the wheel. I was 17, riding along to learn the life. We pulled into a rest stop. The lot was packed with rigs, their engines ticking in the dark. Most drivers were already asleep. My dad killed the lights and closed his eyes almost immediately, but I was wide awake. Around 2 a.m., I made a mistake. I decided to use the restroom. I grabbed my razor, figured I'd take my time, line up my mustache. No one would be there at that hour. I was wrong. The restroom was split into 2 sections. I walked into the left side and froze. A man was standing near the urinal, tall, very tall, at least 6'4", clean clothes, neat beard. He looked completely normal. So I told myself, it was nothing. I went into a stall, did what I came to do. When I came out to wash my hands, he was still there, just standing. I slipped over to the right side of the restroom, stood in front of the mirror, started on my mustache. 10 seconds later, he walked in. The same man. He had no reason to be on that side. None. He started walking toward me, and then, the moment I raised my razor, he stopped, dead in his tracks. Like something had gone differently than he expected. I kept my eyes on the mirror, kept my hands moving, steady. Through the reflection, I watched him drift to a urinal, pretend to unzip his pants. He wasn't using it, he was watching me. Our eyes met in the mirror. He nodded slowly. I nodded back. Not because I felt safe, because I needed him to think I didn't know. Then he walked into an empty stall and didn't move. I glanced over. He was standing completely still in the corner, staring directly at me. Wide eyes, unblinking. I pretended not to notice. The seconds stretched like hours. The moment I finished, I walked, razor still in my hand. As I passed him, I didn't run. I didn't look back. I just kept moving. Outside, I noticed security cameras above the entrance, and for the first time that night, I exhaled. He didn't follow. 20 minutes later, I made another mistake. A friend told me to go back, show him where it happened, on FaceTime, and somehow, I went. The man was gone. But as I stepped back outside into the dark parking lot, I noticed it. A separate lot behind the rest area, for passenger vehicles. One red car, headlights on, the only light in the darkness. The moment I turned to look at it, the headlights went out, instantly, like whoever was inside had been watching, waiting. I couldn't see the driver, too far, too dark. Maybe they had just parked. Maybe they were leaving. Or maybe it was him. I never told my dad. I was 17. I was afraid of losing my freedom more than I was afraid of that man. I've thought about that night a lot since then. The man didn't look dangerous. He looked like anyone you'd pass in a grocery store. But that's the thing about people who mean you harm. They rarely look like it. What scares me most isn't what happened. It's what would have happened if I hadn't been holding that razor. Stay aware. Trust your instincts. Because sometimes the most dangerous places are the ones that feel the most ordinary.